Hello. Hello. Hey. Ladies and gents, howdy hi, howdy ho, and everybody in between. Hope you're all doing good. As my jaw down bed just goes completely nuts. Welcome to Wing Warriors, tabletop wrestling role playing game. Being created, designed, and all that jazz, and even ran by yours truly. Well, hey. We'll be starting in a mo. I'm currently waiting for my players to show up because at the moment, no one's here. Absolutely no one is here. Which begs the question of whether or not we're actually going to be streaming tonight, because I've only heard from a couple of the dudes, and that's it. And I'm not kidding. I have only heard from a couple of the dudes, and that's it. So this is a bit scary. But we'll see. Needless to say, big announcement coming. So if you're willing to hold out, I'm willing to share and divulge the details. In the meantime, it'll just be good to see who's here, who's about, who wants to scream and shout. Because it is Wing Warriors night. And Wing Warriors night is a good night. At least for me. Because this is a game I've been working on for ages. I think it's 2 years now. And I'm super happy. Would Zarkon be able to join in on this adventure if you are down a few players? Not tonight, sadly. Not tonight, but maybe in its own little future thing, sure. We'll have to sort something out at some point with people creating their own characters and us bringing them along and having a laugh. That'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun to bring some new guys on and have a parallel campaign. That'd be really good. But as for tonight, Delir, sadly, I'm not prepared for that, so I know, it's upsetting, but it is what it is. I'm sorry. But yeah, good stuff, though. Good stuff coming. I'm happy that things are coming along steadily. You may also notice there are new things on the stream. Some of you may have already clocked on, some of you may not. As you can tell, new event list down there that looks fancy and shiny. The jar, aka my cider bottle, my cider glass, because I am a cider drinker. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh-ah. And the big red box. And the big red box is the chat box. So if you were to chat in general, in chat, it will come with a chat in the chat box of where the bottle is. So the more you chat, the more you fill up, the more you can't necessarily see the bottle, but, well, the glass. Sorry, I'm calling glasses bottles. It's not good. It's not good. Now, to let you guys know, there are 2 players who I know we are down this evening, which is a shame. And we are down specifically Evie, who plays Artemis, but Artemis has been out of the story for a little bit, so that's absolutely fine. But Evie's feeling really good. So Evie might actually be back in the game sooner rather than later, which is awesome. And we are also down Foxy this evening, aka Liam. Which is a big shame. I think Foxy's been committed to every episode up to this point, but he's genuinely not feeling well. Got some, I think it was bad toothache, I think he said. I'm just going to check. Yeah, mix of bad toothache and headache, which is never a good combo. So, fair play. Vinny should be here in a bit. Tash, I haven't seen, however.
Hi.
Until then. Literally. The ultimate and most perfect intro moment.
I mean, my timing's impeccable, so.
Absolutely, my lord. That is so funny.
Oh, I mean, if that doesn't get clipped, I'll be sad. But oh well. Yeah. But
great timing. If only I knew how to clip stuff. No ways. It's actually really simple.
God damn it! Hey, but there's YouTube, so.
Yeah, true. Because this will be uploaded to YouTube later, so don't worry. So it's all good. You alright, Tash?
Yeah, I'm alright. Like, I was trying to do a thing as quickly as possible before like logging on tonight, but I think all the rest of the work is going to have to continue either after the session or at some point tomorrow. But it's all well, it's going smooth. It's going smoothish. Yeah, it's going a little smoothish.
Okie dokie. Is this a secret
Um,
plan, is it? Or is this,
I mean, I doubt the person whose surprise it is for is going to watch this, but essentially, I've been tasked with editing a video for their birthday, which is coming up in a few days' time.
awesome?
So, I
Super
mean,
cool.
I doubt she'd be watching this. So,
Surprise! No, no.
surprise. No. Um, no. But yeah, like it's going pretty well. I mean, unless of course my younger sister sends like the last video in inverted commas to me, like saying, "Oh, by the way, like the person that messaged me before, yeah, here's the last video," and I'm like, "God fucking damn it! I already compiled all the videos that have been sent into one mishmash of a music video thingy, and you just had to fuck up the work that I already put into it."
Like, the strange thing is, I feel this so much. Like, this is
Yeah.
that's happened to me so much. I get it.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Um.
completely get it.
Yeah. It was. Oh man. It was just. It was just the whole. Okay. Has she sent me anything? Okay. No, she hasn't. Okay. Good. Good. I'm. I'm kind of keeping an eye out on the WhatsApp thing.
Right.
So just in case she kind of sends me another thing that I have to shoehorn into the thing.
Of course.
Um,
Preparations.
like hopefully it's more of a birthday message rather than a dance video thing. Uh, because the birthday message won't like mess up with the like birthday messages as such because I'm kind of working on that section. It's just
Yeah.
I've already done all of the music like video section and I'm just yeah, I just want to get this bearing in mind I haven't been given a lot of time compared to last time. Like I think I started yesterday. So essentially I have like so it was like one, two, three. So literally 3 days to finish this thing. But thankfully I've done the majority of the work. It's just actually getting the loose ends tied up and tightened up to make sure that it doesn't undo itself.
Fair play.
So yeah. So yeah, the life of editing, people.
Oh yeah. So true. Oh, so true.
Yes.
All those
Oh man,
feels.
but yeah, but enough about me. How is you doing? How are you going?
Not bad. Not bad. Yeah.
Long long
About it.
pause.
Uh,
Oh.
yeah.
I was gonna say, like there was a long pause and I didn't know whether you were speaking at the time and
So
then I only caught the end of it, or whether it was just a long pause. That's it.
basically, yeah. Long pause. That's it. It's like one punch. That's it, but it's a different T-shirt.
Yes. Also, so my other half had kind of gotten me into Pokemon Go, so
Nice.
I've been playing a lot of that recently.
Cool.
I think I've caught. Oh God, there's music. I think I've caught about 30 or just over 30 Pokemon.
Nice.
I mean, they're not like sort of huge F off Mother Hubbard sort of thing, but it's a start.
It is a start. Fair play.
It's a start. Like all great Pokemon masters start somewhere.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Even if it's
Kalo,
at the
good to
home.
see you, buddy. Hope you're doing good.
Hey,
Hopefully-
Kalo.
Hope the night shifts aren't hurting you too bad.
Heck yeah.
And so, since we're hopefully gonna get Vinny tonight, which means that if it's happening, then it's happening, and we're gonna have some fun. Off work for a few days. Awesome. Good to hear.
Woohoo!
So, whilst we're waiting on Vinny, I think it's only fair that I make an announcement to everyone. And there's going to be a bit of a backstory prior to us doing this, so I hope you don't mind a little bit of a chatty, ranty moment. So, of course, with things currently happening in the world, lockdown, COVID-19, etc., it's a crazy time. Hieratic burgers are coming soon. Well, that's not the announcement, but you're damn right it's coming soon. It's going to happen. We will go to my favourite burger joint, and it's known as Hieratic Burgers. You know it. Anyway, that to one side. So, with everything currently going on, it's been a very long time. I mean, since pretty much beginning of March, all the way up to where we are now, which is this is being streamed on the 19th of June, in case anyone's watching this years ahead of time. It's been hard for a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. It has also tested my mentality a lot, and I had a big dip last night. And those who were a part of the Gimmick Card Battle stream, which, by the way, as of now, will be live on YouTube. Do not go there and watch it yet. Watch it after this.
Yes.
Please.
Please do.
So that happened. I had a really big dip last night. I don't know whether it was because of the games we had, whether it just got too much too quick, but I finished the stream half an hour earlier than I normally would, and I just felt done. I just felt done. I felt like I couldn't do it, and ever since then, I've been in that mindset again where I've kept questioning, is this even worth it? Like, is this worth pursuing? Is this worth dedicating myself to? Is it worth all the time, effort, work that I've put into? Not just the streams in general, but I'm thinking everything from work, Ring Warriors, you name it. I've been putting everything into question, and yeah, thanks, Kalo. And I feel for you too, bud. It's been tallying on my head quite a bit. But having a good day at work today helped me like channel the focus, and of course, chatting with who has literally been my rock, my amazing other half, Heather, has been fantastic and just really enlightening. And she's right when she says, and I believe Tash said this as well when she responded on a Facebook post I did, and it was focusing on why you started in the first place and why you've kept going for this long. Focusing on like why it is for you dedicate yourself to something like this, and focusing on that driving force. And for me, it's never been like the views. It's never been the possibility of donations or people putting money forward. It's never been the hope of getting famous or the prayer that someday something huge could happen. It's never been that. It's been because I have fun doing this. I find it insanely exciting. I found it exciting when I was 13, when I made my first proper video on Bebo.com. And if you don't remember Bebo, holy hell. When I made two Bebo pages and I rocked it back in middle school, that was dope.
I just feel old now that you mentioned
it. You're welcome. You are welcome, boomers of the world. But what started as a 13-year-old kid going through some hard times in middle school and wanting to escape, so making these videos and these experiences, to then going on to YouTube, to then making gaming content, to then going to university studying video game design, to then doing live stream more, working in the NHS, still pursuing my dream of going into the games industry by now working on my own game, which we're playing. And I'm so thankful for people who've been watching the Ring Warriors streams or the highlights or the VODs on YouTube afterwards. I'm so thankful. All of that's been because I just have so much love for this. I find it so much fun to just be entertaining to some extent. And if I can just... I go with the idea of thinking if I could just at least put a smile on someone's face, that's it. That does it. And I did that last night. And I didn't think of that. I didn't think of the fact that we genuinely had some hilarious times in that gimmick car battle stream last night. And I shouldn't dwell on the minor... and the thing was, the things that got me down were so minor. So minor, and I shouldn't have focused on them, but I did for that split moment. But again, it's the rebound. It's how you get back on the boat. And so I thought about it, and I've bounced back. I'm hype for tonight, or I was. Depends on if anyone else shows up, because but that's beside the point. The trick is tonight, after thinking about it for quite a while and sitting on the bench of do I or don't I? Because if I do, it's a commitment, but at the same time, it's a commitment and a driving force to keep going. But at the same time, it's an optional thing that I wouldn't expect anyone to put anything down on at all. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, whoever you may be, my announcement this evening is a nervous one. This is the first time in ages, and I mean ages, I've been nervous streaming because of what I'm announcing. So, without further ado, if you're watching your chat right now, or so say if you're watching the stream right now, I give you the big reveal. Your boy's made a Patreon. I thought about it. I debated it for ages. I even talked to Happy, who has been in the streams for ages. I don't think he's been available recently, but Happy, I hope you're doing good. Happy's been trying to convince me for ages that maybe I should do it. And I've always thought to myself, I'm not big enough to worth going for it. So what's the point? Delir, you're on it. Those who have been on the Discord server may have gotten hints prior to the stream because I can't hide it, which is terrible. But yeah, happy you win. I've done it. We're making the next jump. So I want to go over this a little bit more so I can explain what the Patreon's going to involve at the get-go and how it's going to evolve in the future. So, as you can see, it's not just a Patreon for me. As you can see, it's got my name on there, TheXploder, etc. It's also about Ring Warriors. It's about the game that I have spent 2 years loving its creation of, that I'm still dedicated to now, more so than ever. And something that I know people have wanted to put support towards, and something that I want to give you a chance to if you wish. So here's what we got. At the moment on my Patreon, I've only got 2 membership levels. They are not expensive at all, as you can tell. They are a £1 and a £3 option. And I'm sorry, everyone, if I terrified you. I wasn't going to come out saying I'm quitting, because you're damn well I'm not going to do that. And I'm not gay, so that's not going to happen. Sorry, Pride Month. It's just not happening this year. Give me a
But
couple more.
but Dom, you could be bi or pansexual.
But that's for the chat to guess, or for Twitter to expect me to reveal in so many years' time.
Oh man. But I mean, whatever you feel attracted to, you do you. But we're still
Yes,
loving
yes.
this, accept you for who you are, platonically or otherwise.
That's it. That's it. I've seen a few and it kind of felt a tad cheesy. Fair enough. So
Yeah.
let me go into detail about this. So a £1 option for those who just want to put a tiny bit in. I don't even then. Both these options are so low that it's just it's a start. It's a stepping stone, and I'm never going to ask for insane amounts. But effectively, tier 1 is an X supporter. £1 a month. A simple tier for those who do not have a lot, but simply wish to give something. A heartfelt thanks to you, my friends. It's simple as that. You get a big thanks. I will be updating this because I need to also emphasize, regardless of what level you put money into, all of my live streams, because all my content at the moment is mostly live streams and the streams being uploaded onto YouTube afterwards. Every single one of those streams, if you ever see my BY back pages or anything along those lines, my BY back pages will have a scrolling section of them that I'm going to add that will have my Patreon backers on it, so that you guys will be represented at any time I go BRB. So that it's my way of saying thank you to you guys. So it's my way of giving something to you. That's regardless of what tier you're on. So I need to put that on to emphasize that's a thing. But £1 is a simple thanks. Thank you. You're doing something. It means a lot. And it will just keep the motivation train going. And I love you for that. Then we have a £3 option. And £3, you get a little exclusive thing. Just a tiny exclusive thing that I can offer, which is if you join the Discord server, or if you have Discord and you join the server, you get an exclusive role that is unique to Patreon backers. Specifically, the role in question on the Discord server is known as the Explosive Bombardiers. And then you also have access to a Patreon-only chat that only you guys will be able to talk in, as well as have direct communication with yours truly about hear that and everything. And because you are a Patreon backer, of course, any suggestions you may have, any criticisms you may have, any support you may have, it's a direct way of getting it to me. Unless you just want to DM me, which by all means, my DMs are open. Giggity. No, not giggity. Yeah. So with that in mind,
Yeah.
it's a start. It's a little thing. If you do want to support it, it's patreon.com/TheXploder. Typical, I know. And you can start today if you wish. If you wish. I do not, as I said, I don't expect anything from this at all. And I know some people will look at me just going, if you don't expect it, then why did you start it? Because I thought, I don't have anything to lose. I really don't. I don't care if I have 0 patrons or I only have 1. Any support, even if it's just verbal support, and you just come down to the streams and you have a fun time, that does it for me. That absolutely does it for me. And I'm not going to ram Patreon down everyone's throats like a lot of other people do. It's there. If you want to support it, thank you. I'm going to be adding it into my Twitch panels and adding it onto my YouTube descriptions soon when I've worked out the kinks. But effectively, this is where we're going. Patreon for me is going to be my way of saying I'm dedicated now. I'm not giving in. I'm not backing down. I'm going to be true to myself, but at the same time be true to those that I have a commitment to. I have a commitment to bring entertainment to you guys, whether it be me live streaming or me creating a game that I hope you guys will enjoy. So I hope you guys understand, and I hope you guys join me on this crazy explosive journey into what may be the most explosive era yet for me personally. But on top of that, it's a big thank you right now as well to anyone and everyone that's been a huge support, from the guys who have been playing Ring Warriors, of course Tash included, the guys that are constantly coming over to the streams, Ring Warriors or not, that are always in support, those who have come to like the character creation session we had when we made some really crazy characters. All of you, regardless of who you are, how committed you are, how often I see you, I'm just so thankful. The trippy bit as well is I checked my Twitch bits the other day, and we shot up to 253 followers.
Woo!
I don't know how that happened. we also currently have 8 subscribers on the channel. I'm absolutely ecstatic, and I cannot believe it. So that alone is just beautiful to me, and it generally means a lot. So I thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. And I'm going to be better. And I mean that not just me saying, oh, I'm going to do better because I feel like I haven't done enough. Because I know I've been doing a bloody lot. And I know you guys are channeling your Fs in chat. Ready to go, F, shut up, we love you. or even the opposite way, where I was saying, F, shut up, just play the game already. I get it. but trust, you got to let me have my gosh moments. But I mean it when I say this means a lot. Like heck, I wouldn't have been committed making videos and transitioning to live streaming and going to university and all that since I was 13 if I didn't love some part of this. So that's it. I mean, the fact I was 13 when I did that, I'm 27, no, I'm 28 now, going on to 29. With that in mind, that's let me do a quick maths in my head. Bloody hell, maths work.
Maths.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
I think it's like
15 years this year.
That'll
be 15 years since I believe that's 15 years from October, November. That will be. That's freaking nuts. 15 years of making content, streaming, having breaks in between, do not get me wrong, because I have had monstrous breaks, absolutely monstrous breaks, but I've needed those, and for those who understand when it's needed, you guys know that never cripples the content for me. If anything, it's more so I need it for me, and I know you guys will understand. So we're moving into a new era. We're moving forward. Not just for Ring Warriors, but for me in general, with streams, with content. For those who don't know, I'm planning on bringing back X Marks the Cast, which was my podcast from ages ago, which I'm rebranding as a talk show where we're just going to talk games and talk ideas, talk games design. I'm going to get other streamers on. I'm going to get you guys on. We're just going to shoot for shit. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to what we're going to bring to the table. And like I said, I just hope you guys are welcome to join me for the crazy ride we're about to go on. And all that jazz. Thank you. That is the end of this seminar.
Thank you for coming to the TED Talk.
Please collect your homework on the way out. I want to see a 10,000 word dissertation on why you're explosive. By the end of this month. And if anyone commits to that, god damn it.
Did you say 10,000 words?
10,000.
Oh. Yeah.
Absolutely. If let's put it this way, if anyone commits to 10,000 words of that, I will let you create a character in Ring Warriors if you haven't already, and participate in a future installment of Ring Warriors as an extra character for that single session. No college reports this month. Let's put it that's the gamble, right? If you do it by the end of next week, I will give you a chance to be on the Ring Warrior streams as an actual player for the main campaign. Bearing in mind, anyone who does want to make a character, by all means, we'll have another character creation session soon. And if you get another wad of people made, we can possibly start up a second campaign. And that would be really, really interesting. So then every week, we can do it bi-weekly. So 1 week it's one squad, the other week it's the other squad. And who knows, maybe they can combine 1 week and have a big faction brawl-off, which would be dope.
Yes.
So yes, future planning, Patreon if you're interested, which is patreon.com/TheXploder for anyone who wishes to. I will post the link in the Discord after the stream, and we'll go from there. Simple as. Zarkon's ready to rumble, and there's my lovely other half, Heather, who I was talking about earlier. My absolute rock and absolute legend of a woman. I love you so much, and I will preach that to the end of the world. Oh my god, it's so soppy. Whatever. You can't F that in chat, by the way. Don't you dare. If I see a single F in chat, you're banned. God damn it, Tash, you're banned. I joke, you know.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's all good. Just for timing of that. Oh, yeah. Brilliant.
Just like the timing earlier, but it's
just a day of timing, really. Timing the stream.
Indeed.
Speaking of timing, Vinny's is awful. But nothing's really changed there, to be honest.
I'm sure maybe he's... Well, I say he's dealing with like a little one. A little mini egg.
Which is true. He is committed to his little rock. In his family of rocks.
The chip off his old block.
Literally. At this rate, guys, this might just end up just being like an announcement stream, and we may have to give today a pass if we don't have the guys. Because like I said earlier, Foxy isn't here because of his toothache and headache. Evie's not here because she's had things come up, but she is feeling better. So Evie could be coming back soon, which is awesome. Obviously, Tash is here, but then Vinny said I'll be there in a bit, and his definition of a bit is 5 years from now.
But
and I don't mean that in any malicious way. I love Vinny a bit, and he completely understands when I say that.
By then the coronavirus would probably either have dissipated, or the alternative, which is probably bad, and I'm probably not gonna say it because it's just very depressing and all that jazz.
Let's put it this way: the alternative to that is the USA turns into land of Judge Dredd.
Oh god.
And I won't go into much other detail than that, but if you read or know of Judge Dredd, you know exactly what I mean with what's happening right now. Oh god. That will happen.
Oh boy.
The rest of the world will then turn into Snatcher, the old school Sega CD game from Hideo Kojima, where we won't know who's human and who's a robot. And we'll slowly be assimilated, and the robots will take over the world. So yeah, fun. Bring it on. 5 years.
I welcome our new robot overlords.
Totally. But by the way, I for one would gladly support if bearing in mind, I wouldn't want to live in a Judge Dredd world because I'd be scared shitless. Saying that, I want to see at least one cop given the power of Judge Dredd for a day just to see what he would do.
Oh god, they'll probably. Oh
The
my god.
problem with that being, after that day, that cop will be fired, hung, and absolutely destroyed.
Mm.
It's yeah, it's a bit
Oh,
touchy.
Last of Us setting clickers 7.
Clickers everywhere from Last
Oh
of Us.
god!
Oh lord! But who? Okay. Who would win in a
then,
global? Okay, here's a question for people in chat. Since we're currently just shooting whatever right now, who would win in a global takeover? Clickers or Terminators?
oh,
Who would have a bet? No, because Terminators are quite overpowered in comparison to Clickers. We need something that's similar to Clickers. So here's Pikachu. God damn it, Pikachu take over the world every time. It works. So He-Man, I mean, sure, he is Master of the Universe, so I don't see why not.
I
But
mean that's true.
let's make this more of an actual challenge, right? So
Right.
your challenge is, who would take over the world faster? Clickers from The Last of Us, or The Thing from the movie The Thing? Which, if you don't know what The Thing is basically it's an alien, but at the same time it's like an alien virus that assimilates the host, and then the host literally wants to assimilate anything that's made out of flesh around them. So they are literally the only being that exists on the planet.
So it's kind of like creating a hive mind.
Delir with the Tetrominator. Are you misspelling that on purpose? Or are you giving me a way to put the Terminator into Ring Warriors without doing any copyright crap? Because it's working. I am the Tetrominator. You are calculated. It kind of makes sense.
I mean, I was like kind of thinking Tetris for some reason. Like do.
I will drop blocks on you. My bet is on the Thing, says my lovely other half. I agree. I think the Thing would win on the condition that no one brings a flamethrower. If a single person has the wherewithal to stay back, get a flamethrower, and flame the living daylights out of it, they've won. The problem with the clickers is that if you're so much as scratched by a clicker, you're going to turn into a clicker. And then it's the whole problem of, do you shoot the guy before they turn into the clicker, or is it already too late? It's a challenge against your own humanity. When you're fighting the Thing, as soon as you find out that one of your friends has become the Thing and is no longer human because they've been assimilated, burn the living crap out of them because you know they're gone. It's not them. Right? And then they're not transforming, they've already gone. So I wouldn't have I'm not trying to say that I would gladly kill my friends, but but if you were assimilated by an alien virus and you were no longer yourself, I'd at least help you by killing you, I guess. Doing it in a nice way.
Oh.
Do not clip this out of context, please.
Oh. Still.
That's it. I was making a Gungeon reference. Oh yeah, I forgot. That is. Yeah, that is. I completely forgot that was a Gungeon reference. Fair play, Delir. It goes to show how on it I am tonight. Absolutely. Should have been on it like a car bonnet. Was I? Kind of. I fell off the bonnet.
No.
But it's fine. I didn't crack my head. I landed on my feet.
It's all
Winning.
good. Uh-huh.
So guys, the good news is I'm still really hyped and I'm thankful. The bad news is we're 40 minutes into the stream. We should have really started right now, especially with what we were going to do today. And Vinny's not here. So, as upsetting as it is, we're going to have to cancel tonight. Which is an upset. But we've had a big announcement. We've had fun, and hopefully those who have come has had fun as well. And like I said, I'll be posting the link to the Patreon properly on the Discord server, which, if you're not a part of, and if you want to join in, then by all means, Discord server link in chat for anyone who's interested. Come on down, have some fun. If you're a follower already on any of the Twitch channels, well, Twitch or Facebook, no, sorry, Twitch or YouTube, God, I'm awful. But if you're following me anywhere, be it Twitch, YouTube, let me know so I can give you the appropriate follower role. But of course, you've got everything else. I was being nerdy and looked into the science of both, and I would go with the Thing as it can infect up to 27,000 within hours of first contact.
Jesus.
That's the science of the Thing. It's so terrifying. And people wonder why I think the Thing is one of the greatest movie creations of all time. That's why. The level of assimilation of that thing is intimidating as all hell. It's amazing, and if you haven't seen the film, I suggest both versions. Bearing in mind, if you watch the remake does a lot of things differently to the original. So if you're a stickler for the original, keep with the original, and I'd suggest watching the original anyway. But if you don't mind them doing a few bits differently, expanding the universe a little bit and going a little bit more in detail as to how things are assimilated and how the thing started, definitely say the remake's actually quite good. I enjoyed it, and I heavily recommend it. But with that said, and talking about the Thing, we're going to do the Thing, and sadly end for this evening, which is a bit of an upset, but those who have joined, thank you. Those who are hyped about Patreon, thank you. Those who are going to support it, thank you again. And those who have been supporting it, but have suddenly come back to watch this on YouTube later, hello, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, thank you. And yeah, I think that covers all my bases, really. With that said, ladies and gents, that'll be goodbye from Tash.
Bye-bye.
And au revoir from yours truly, TheXploder. Have fun, everyone. Stay explosive, and I'll be seeing you guys next time.